So I can't really tell if my algorithm is trying to threaten me or if it's like throwing me a lifeline, saying like it's not too late. You can still you can still get out of this, right? Because there's no other reason for the videos that come up for me to be the Red Scare era returning. America's darkest moment is making a return to the stars of Spider-Man Brand New Day eat hot wings and spill the tea, They're trying. They're trying to make me come back, and I don't really know. I don't really I you want to. Part of you wants to. You want to you're kind of curious about that video. You want to hear about how the marriage went, right? Or the funny secrets between the cast members. You like a lot of these celebrities. You think that they got fun personalities, and maybe it'd be cool to sit down and have a conversation with them, right? But then you start to remember everything that goes in to the machines that they are a part of. And then it's harder to really, look at them as your friends. Now you start to kind of look at them as sellouts, right? And nobody's safe because no matter what, you're always going to find, no matter how great the celebrity is, you're going to find out that they're friends with somebody else who did some fucked up shit. That's just how it is, right? And what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Now, because now you're at the point in your life where you have done way too much research, right, into why everything is the way it is. And the illusion of everyday things is no longer working the same way that it would before. And it's hard to enjoy pretty much anything in life because of it, right? And what do you do? What do you do? Do you just like try to forget about it? Push away all the stuff that you know now, push it to the side and just enjoy the slop that they feed you for what it is, right? Is that what you do? I don't know. Do you go out and do something really crazy? Jeopardize everything it is that you do have to move the world in a very small way towards the reality you know it should be in, but ultimately you'll probably never see in your lifetime? I don't know. These are good questions. I would say maybe you probably don't want to despair because that's not good for anybody, but you also don't want to like do something that's going to ruin your life, right? Um I would say you speak. That's the first step, right? Pull out a camera. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Just start talking, you know? Um, Let it be known how you feel about everything. Because if everybody did that, the people in power wouldn't have as much power, right? Because then we can't even pretend that the illusion of anything, of everything, of reality and our societal pleasantries and structure and everything else, we can't even pretend that it's actually working, if we're all talking about it, right? Because now there's a lot of us that are well aware of the rot, the issues, the big issues, that are just kind of like keeping their heads down and not really saying anything. Hoping, oh yeah, maybe it'll get better. Oh yeah, maybe maybe we just gotta vote somebody a little less crazy into a position, and things will kind of get to a point where, yeah, I don't know if it's that simple. I I think we're gonna need some pretty radical change pretty soon, you know, and the powers that be, and have always been, but particularly the powers that are right now, really don't want people to come to that conclusion. So they're going to do anything they possibly can to scare you out of talking about it, and thinking that way. But the thing is, our thoughts and the way that we feel about all of this, it might be kind of crazy. It might, when you start to think about it, and the emotions get involved, it might start to get kind of brutal, but we don't have to be violent. We don't have to be violent. We just have to be, A, organized, right? And B, we have to be like, not afraid to speak. Just speak. Talk. Freedom of speech, bro. But I would even take it a step further than just like speaking. I would say we need to make art. If you're an artist, make art. It is a form of rebellion, but more importantly, it's a really good way to get people who maybe aren't really getting it to see what it is you see, right? Everybody can make art. Anybody can make art. As messed up as everything is, now is a better time than any to just create something. You know? You have. We all have so much inner turmoil right now, you know? Uh, Even if it's unexplainable. Um, we can all channel that. We can. And if you like this weird sort of directionless rant that I was doing and you stayed through the whole thing, thank you for listening. Um, but going forward, I'm going to probably be trying to share everything it is that I know about being creative. Um, Specifically about making films in a way that I feel like anybody can do. Um, and talk about more art beyond, and then how it applies to everything that we're living through right now. Um, but above all else, I really just, I don't know. I don't want to put myself in a box. I don't want you to get an idea exactly of like what you're going to get when you come here. I just, I want to put out stuff that's going to either be helpful for you in a very obvious way, or at least at the bare minimum, food for thought. It gets your thoughts going, helpful for maybe your soul. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I want to have real talks and make some art and help you make some art and do that to improve the world. That's the plan. That's the goal. Welcome to my channel.